5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What is up, people? What is going on? Welcome back. We are here for another episode of Welcome to Derry. And you can just call me Bigger for the Damas because my predictions are always on point. Brian had one last week. I had one this week that came through this week. And then the next episode is gonna be another one that's gonna come through too. So, you know what I mean? Guys, whoever's writing Welcome to Derry, just come to me, all right? Just come to me. I'll give you the way to finish out the show. Others, you know what I mean? But Brian, tell the people where they can find you, sir.
Dude, I'm 1:30 at Spoiler Kings. We go live Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturday nights. On Saturday morning, get your cereal together, get your pancakes, get your waffles, whatever, and come and join us on the Rewind. This is what we do. It's a lot of fun. We have all type of topics, and you guys are involved in it. So come and have some fun. Let's do it.
And you know what? I think I'm gonna have to start canceling the Rewind because I don't like bears, and you're a bear fan over there, and that's really pissing me off when I look at your face all the time. I can't stand it. Right, driving me up a wall. T-Virus Terrence is in the house. What's up, bro? Tell the people where they can find you, sir.
Yep. Hello, brother Brian. Yep. Hello, humans. Terrence here. You can find me on World's Finest Team Up. My friend Sean Stackhouse. We have hundreds of videos cooking over there at the moment. And the thing is, I am still not done. I scheduled over 60 videos for December, and that's all the way from December 1st through the 12th, and I'm still not done. I'm trying to move a lot faster than what I normally move at. So if you go over there, you will find all sorts of videos to tickle your fancy.
That is correct. So make sure to sub to everybody on this panel right now, even Brian the Grizzly. You know,
It's this man. He acting like he knows he loves it. He's just mad because he got his ass whooped. Don't worry about it.
But
wait a minute,
guys,
I gotta ask you a question. Did any of you guys call the Charlotte thing? Did anyone think that was gonna happen to Charlotte? His wife.
Shit, what happened to her?
Wait, what?
You didn't see it? Okay, never mind. I saw
the
preview. Okay.
Oh, the preview for next week.
Yeah. Oh, the preview. Oh, okay.
I think I see. Yeah, I did see it, but I must have missed what happened to Charlotte, though. So, but we'll get into that because we're gonna show it up on the trailer. But so first off, let's just get into, because last week you predicted that it was a white woman that he was with, 100%. Right? That's what I said, and it was correct. Now we did find out who it was, which was a surprise to me. But I did say, and I'm not going to say it was my theory, but I did hear from some videos that she was, Mrs. Kirsch was married to the butcher, and that is correct. And then we're going to find out that she is actually working with Pennywise somehow. So that's going to be very interesting.
That didn't surprise anyone, did it?
Which one?
Mrs. Kirsch.
Okay, so number one, I didn't see the unintelligent black man being with that particular white woman. But I knew that he was messing with a white woman, but I just didn't think it was her. But at the same time, there was that scene, where it seemed like she was getting abused, like off camera, when he was like, Yep, did you make my steak? Yeah, don't burn that shit again. You make sure.
I was like, dude.
Right. Yeah.
My wife looked at me and said, if you ever, I was like, I ain't stupid. You ain't no Ingrid.
So here's my thing now. That's Pennywise.
Possibly. I can see that.
Wait.
I can see that.
Wait. Who's Pennywise?
Mrs. Kirsch's husband.
Oh. Wait. So you think that Pennywise? So you're saying like he changed into her, which you can do. He can shapeshift. So he.
Oh no, he didn't change.
He's saying
her.
No. He's talking about the husband.
She is the little girl, right? That we seen in the flashback to 1908 when they did the circus. She's the little girl that was painted up as Pennywise. So that's who Mrs. Kirsch is now. She's that little girl.
I got you. I thought you were saying at first that Pennywise shape shifted into her to get some BBC, because that would have been kind of weird. I'm like, damn.
No. Well, I mean, shit. I mean, most of them do want it, right? You know, I want the BBC.
I'm talking about, but I thought you were like Pennywise. I'm like, so this cosmic entity that's been around for millions of years, he was like black, and then he just.
Hey, look at all the people that are dying, dude. That's all I'm gonna tell you is that look at all the people that they're setting up to die.
It would not surprise me. Not surprise me, right? And another thing that we're gonna see next week is what I predicted is that they're gonna think that the dude is Harold. That's the one that broke out of jail. Harold.
Yeah, Hank.
Hank. They're gonna think Hank is at the black spot, and that's why they're gonna burn it down. Right? They're gonna think they're hiding him over there, and that's why they're gonna burn it down. So that's interesting, and I think we're gonna see that next episode, which is gonna be absolutely fire.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. I want to say to Terrence. I told you General Shaw's full of crap.
Wait, hold on. Okay, so hey, I can't be looped in this because I said I need to see more. Now that I've seen more, I like to give characters a chance because you never know, right? You know, they could have a redemption arc, or maybe it's not what you thought. But at the same time, I never was dismissive of anything you guys were saying. I was just saying, you know, hey, maybe Shaw might be that dude, but no, he's that dude that's making a lot of bad decisions.
100%. He's the one that does it. He's doing it on purpose. Like literally, he thinks he can control things, and that's a problem. And that is a tragic thing with these type of characters. I should be in control of this thing because I could weaponize it. Oh well, look how dumb you really are. You really believe because you are who you are that you should be able to control this entity.
Facts.
Dumb.
Facts.
And you can't because an entity is not a human. See, humans are weak. You can control them, brainwash them. But with entities, they're beyond humans, and they have essentially limitless power, depending on which one you're talking about. So it's really hard to control something like that, as if you think it's a human or some sort of dog.
And I also have some news that is probably going to disappoint you guys that I've seen, and I'm like, oh, so what's the girl's name? The one with the glasses, Margie. Marge does not die. Marge is actually Richie's mom from the movies. So the little boy Richie.
I heard Marge is gonna live. I heard Marge is gonna live.
Yeah, because Marge gives birth to Richie, who is one of the losers in the movie. So yeah,
that is a damn shame. That one-eyed. All right.
That is correct.
We'll get to that point because I'm disappointed. I was disappointed, very disappointed in all the characters. This opening their arms to her. Oh, come on. Ain't no way in hell.
Well, I mean, it's funny because a moment ago I was talking about redemption, but for that kind of shit, no. It's to the fire you go and you burn slowly. Like not quick, burn slowly. That's how we gotta deal with it.
So the episode starts and we see the Indian guy's name, please, because it keeps remembering me.
Taniel.
Taniel's foaming at the mouth, and they come in there, they check on him, he tells them he's good, but they finally got some answers, and we're gonna find out what those answers are real quick. But then we get to the hospital with Marge, and Marge actually tells the nurse that Lilly was the one that helped her. Her glasses broke, and she was trying to protect her. Now, did you guys start to feel redemption for Marge? Like, Marge gets any redemption?
Ain't no way.
How you doing? Thanks for popping in.
Hey, Malik. Ain't no way. I didn't care not two F's when she said, you caused all this stuff. Oh, I'm so sorry. Nah, man. You throw your only friend for some popularity under the bus? Man, nah, you get no love from me.
No. When I saw that, I was like, see, that's the problem with these humans. They think they can bat their eyes and let some tears roll down. Maybe the voice starts to peak a certain way, and I'm supposed to be all forgiving and stuff. No. If anything, I'd have waved to the nurse like, okay, so, all right, yep. And then I would have closed the door and then I would have pulled out the sharpest knife. I'd have been like, okay, now you're not gonna get to do nothing else. You want to be forgiven? This is how you start. Ching, then that'd have been the end. Yeah.
Hey, Catalyst,
Hey,
how you
Catalyst.
doing? Thank you for popping in as well. So wait, no redemption arc for Marge?
Nah, man. Nah, she
Nah.
could be on the bottom.
She can
Nah.
only bat one eye.
Yeah, she like.
Yep. Or see that whole moment where she gave her a hug. I was just
right
like,
here. Yeah.
She put her in.
I was
She put her in the sleeper hole right there. The sleeper. Go to sleep.
it would have been the neck snapping and see with me, because I'm a kind young man, I just would have did it slowly because I want her to process the whole betrayal. You know, I can't let it be quick.
All right.
Hey,
So
you know what's funny? How I feel? Look exactly how Ronnie looked at her. She walked up there. She looked at her like, "This bitch, he let her up here."
wow, so you guys got no forgivenesses in your heart whatsoever, eh?
I'm not. No. See, I keep telling humans I'm not Jesus. We're not playing that game. Like, you do the wrong thing, you're cooked. You're done.
You know what? I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt because I think she's gonna do something to redeem herself. So right
She
now,
lives.
I'm like,
The only thing she could have redeemed
Yeah.
herself is to sacrifice
die?
herself. Yeah, to sacrifice herself. Nah. By the end of the day, I said, "Oh, okay, Marge wasn't that bad," but now, no.
Wow, that's crazy. So we have the Losers Club, and they're pretty much talking about what happened and saying how everybody thinks that Lilly is the one who did it. And then they decide to come up with a plan, but they hear a coughing, and then the tent opens up. And who do they see in this tent? Hold on, let me get to it. They see.
My boy, hey, nah. I was happy. I was like, see, Matty gonna be the toughest one of this series. I was like, man, I was hoping that he was gonna come back. This and the hair being long and stuff. I was like, see, sometimes it's the one that everybody think is dead. He gonna end up being the most beast one. I was so happy to see Matty because he was done
Oh,
dirty.
really?
No. Like, so your hair grows that long, but you don't need to eat. What you eating?
Bruh.
He eating people. That's what Matty survived on, people. Nah,
No,
bro.
no,
I don't need
no,
that
no.
dude. Did y'all not see him at the movie theater? Did y'all not see his smile with the gargoyle? Nah, bro. Y'all, you need to get out.
I thought Matty was. Hey, when I saw this, I was like, man, it's not too late. Your Matty gonna be the real hero. Like, it was just a moment of hope, and that everything is gonna be okay because you got to fight Pennywise together, like I've been saying.
So wait, there's not one of you that was like, hell no, because I would have been
I
like,
was like, hell no, ain't no way, hell. You need to get the F out. I just saw you let the gargoyle come out and they killed 4 other people. Bruh, you're not going to be up here. You're not part of my group. Matter of fact, if you part of the group, I won't take, if I was Will, I'm walking my butt home.
Wait,
I'm saying
wait,
on base.
let me ask you guys. Okay, so you know I got snapped up supposedly. But then you see me, right? You know, the afro is long but fucked up, you know, the beard got holes in it or whatever. Like how would you know if that's me or not?
After everything that I've been through so far, I would question everything. Right? You know what I mean? No telling how long he's been gone, right? And now I'm supposed to just believe you just happen to pop up, build
Okay,
a
well,
tent in
let
the
me ask you,
clubhouse.
Andre, how would you be able to determine if that's really me or not? Like what kind of questions would you ask? Like think?
See here, well, I know you, so I'd ask certain questions, but even still, that wouldn't matter though, right? I would just be like, I'd keep you at arm's length. Let's just put it that way.
Damn.
Right?
Y'all saw that scene in Sinners when Cornbread came back out of the cornfield? It'll be like that. Nah, bro. No. Take your ass over there.
I love, man.
You look
I
dead.
love
He looks
that
dead.
scene.
She would
I'm
be
like, you dead, bro.
Everybody,
she would
I
like,
will.
brother, you're not gonna let me in. I'd be like, no, you've been here many times. You can let yourself in. Oh no, I need you. Nah, bro, nah, don't worry.
That scene was legit. Like every time that I went to see that movie, the whole crowd was dying because it was just like, no, why don't you walk your big ass in here? Like, oh, come on, you just gotta let me in. You know, we family. I'm just asking. You know.
So I was like, hell no, he survived this long without food. Exactly. Exactly.
Wait,
Fuck
what?
off the tower, homie.
Wow,
100%.
why you guys keep saying without food? It's like maybe he had like a can of beans or something down there. You know, sometimes stuff
Nah,
goes down in the sewer with the.
nah,
You
we
go
good.
ahead and believe that. IT, you believe that. You let him out there. I'm going home. I've been on the base. All this other stuff would have been going crazy. Me being Will, I've been on the base chilling at home.
Wait, Brian, so you wouldn't be happy to see me like, oh, it's Terrence. Like you would just assume the worst.
Honestly, I probably would punch you and throw you down the stairs.
Wow.
And then apologize if I find out that you are real.
100%.
Down the stairs first.
100%. After I find out it's really Terrence, I'd be like, my bad, bro. But you know
See,
what I mean?
this is why Pennywise be winning. Like he just knows that we gonna turn on each other.
Hey,
Yeah.
you dead, bro. You look dead, right? 3 people died trying to save your butt in the movie theater. Nah. I'm punching you and throwing you out the door first. And if I find out it's you later, then hey, I'll apologize.
Yo,
you can punch me again.
Hey, you are 100% correct. Because the first time they seen him after they disappeared was on a fucking movie screen that has some demon pop out, and now all of a sudden I'm supposed to believe you sitting right there. Nah.
Because, but I mean, there's a difference.
Everyone else died. Everyone else died except for him. And he's the one that he was eating, huh? What was he eating?
But it was based off of what he said. It was so convincing. Like, you know, he spared me because he needed to feed off of my fear. I was like, man, that makes sense because Matty did have the most fear. I was like, yep, it is my boy back. Yep. Like,
yeah, no, not happening. So then we get to this next scene where Shaw's having a conversation and he's pretty much telling him everything that's going on. And Leroy's kind of upset because he's like, you should have told me this before I moved my family into the city. And he decided that he is going to move his family back onto the base. We go back to Matty and the group, and he's pretty much explaining to them everything. And it was interesting with this scene because he was telling him a lot of stuff that we know about the creature. Again, like they don't know. The kids are learning it for the first time, but we don't know. And yeah, for me, I was just like, man, I'd
be like, hey, get out, Edward Scissorhands. You need to get the hell out.
No. See, Lilly was a monster in this scene. You know like how she threatened him, like, hey, if you don't go, then we're gonna take you to the. I was like, really, Lilly? See, this is what we do now. We just gonna threaten our friends.
Yep.
Facts. 100%. 100%. Lilly said, no, if we don't do this, we're going to take you to the cops. So they pretty much force him to take them down into the tunnels because they are planning on going down there. They want to save one of the kids that they said they think was still alive. So it's like, oh, we can go save him. And then by saving him, we can free Ronnie's father, right?
Isn't that stupid?
And what did they do?
Am I the only one that think that's stupid?
Yes.
I'm going to risk 100%. All of us for that one.
Wait, but what was the plan? They had to go together. See, together you can win.
Terrence.
Together, if someone's dying.
Go together. Like, no, I'm not going to no damn sewers. 100%. Yeah, fuck off with that shit. Listen, we're not doing that. I'm not going in the damn sewers. It's not happening.
Oh, I can't wait to get to that scene when they had all the drugs. Oh my god!
And we got 2 black kids in there that are agreeing. So
Ronnie has the excuse. She didn't have her dad at home. She didn't have any way. She didn't understand. Her mother wasn't there. Her dad wasn't there. That's what's going on. You know, I give her a little pass.
I get Ronnie's conviction. I get why she's doing it. But at the same time, like I said last week, I'd have been like, Dad, you lived your life. You had a good life. It's my time to live mine. And I don't know what the hell this thing is. So I would have been popping out of Derry just like Matty tried to do.
But she gotta do something to save her daddy. Just like if Pennywise or anything happened with me, then you would risk everything to save me. It just makes sense.
I don't know about that, Terrence. Lilly, your loony ass saw Phil get snatched up and ate. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But now we going into sewers.
Bro, I don't want to go to the club with my friends sometimes. You talking about going to sewers? Nah.
You're not supposed to put a limit on friendship. That's what Pennywise is counting on.
That's all right. Yeah. I'll be there alive to tell your story.
Oh, Pennywise is definitely the limit, 100%. You know what I mean? There's a limit, and his name is Pennywise. Pennywise had already eaten Matty, Till, Susie, and Teddy up like a Craven's box. 100%. 100%. So now we get back to Rose, and they're having a little meeting. This was really good because I think this whole thing gave us a little bit of information as to why the people in Derry are acting the way they did. Now, they called it a discharge, and I was like, really? You know what I mean? I was like, really? But supposedly there's some, stuff that's coming from Pennywise, which is getting into the water, and what it's doing is keeping the people from feeling any kind of anger, well, not anger, but emotions to what's going on with the anger, right? So they're watching people get beat and stuff like that, and they're empathetic to it. And I think this is it. They called it the argery or aggery or whatever that is. Yeah, that's what they called it. So it was very interesting. What did you guys think about the fact that we get an explanation as to why people in Derry are acting the way they're acting?
Don't drink water out of the tap.
Facts. Well, I mean, it's
right now, guys. No.
Where else are you drinking it from?
Filtered. You better filter that. You better have something else. You better get some bottled water. You better figure out something out of the tap. You get stuff like that.
See,
did they have filtered water back in 1962?
They had bottled.
They
I'm playing for the next 30 years.
I guess that's just a powerful lesson. Just no water, no bread, because The Last of Us. It's like there's certain things that you just gotta stay away from altogether. But the point is that with that information being revealed, I was like, okay, that makes sense. But at the same time, we know that humans are trash. So there's only so much leniency that I can give them, to where I feel like maybe it's a 60% human thing and then a 40% Pennywise. Like, he ain't got to really put too much oomph to get them to feel a certain way.
I guarantee that the Native Americans would let all those white people go crazy and do all that stuff and watch them from the comfort of their own home. If Taniel wasn't sitting there in jail, they would have been like, man, look at them.
Facts.
Over here like this.
Facts. Like what us Canadians are doing when we look over at you Americans right now.
That's exactly what's going on.
Wait, what do you mean with the Canadians and the Americans? Okay, see,
you're 100% right. No, I ain't mad at them.
Like, what the hell's going on over there? Like, what is wrong with you guys?
No, see, that's the problem, is that everybody is supposed to be united. You can't be divided into faction. That's how evil wins.
No, look, when you do stupid stuff and you elect the wrong person and you let a lot of this stuff to happen, hey, it's our fault. I don't blame Canada at all.
We scratching our heads like, what? Really? All right. So yes, that's exactly what they are doing. They are looking at them and, hey, as long as they don't mess with our sacred land, you know what I mean? Pennywise, do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? He's watching. Yeah. She said, I would have gotten my popcorn. Yeah, 100%. That's what they're doing. They're eating popcorn watching it. Because they want to do Pennywise.
I'm just
pop maze for the Native Americans. Yeah.
I'm just picturing them closing the door in my face. Like, I just show up and I'm like, look, yeah, I get it. White humans, they've done a lot of fucked up shit, but sometimes in life, we got to band together. And then that's when I picture them just closing the door, like, we're not helping them. We're going to let the clown eat them. And,
what? Right? The reason why we had to move out of there is because these motherfuckers came and took our land. Right? So,
facts.
I'd be encouraging Pennywise.
You have to remember that Pennywise was trapped in the woods, and they're telling you, like, don't go in the woods, and they made the whole town in the woods. They're like, man, that's messed up. Yeah.
Yes.
When they eat your butt, I ain't worried about it.
Now, one thing I will say is that, so we know there's the house we've seen at the end of last episode, and they get to it in this one, right? The house that's built over the well. I actually think Pennywise has something to do with that house. I think Pennywise that's not a house that was built by a man. I think that house was built by Pennywise, right?
It could be the clown when he did it. Yeah. When he was a clown, when he was out there in the world,
Yeah. Because if you think about it, right? look at the generation so far that we've had. That house has never changed, right? It's
Mhm.
always saying the same, and it's never changed. So with
Right.
that, I think that has to do with something with Pennywise. I don't know, maybe it's hiding the well or something like that, or supposed to. It just looks like an abandoned house that nobody's going to. But I definitely
I
think that
think
Pennywise built it over the well.
I think that's a good point because it was featured very heavily in the movie, in
Hmm.
terms of the losers going there.
Hmm.
So it has to have some meaning. Like even if it's not something with Pennywise, like say if he wasn't the one that, built that, that doesn't mean that he didn't get a hold of it and turn it into what it is, right? Like maybe it might have been some other property and then he just kind of manipulated it to his advantage. That could be it. But I do believe that he is connected to that house in some way, no matter how you slice
Oh, 100%. Because at the end of it, chapter two, when they kill Pennywise, that house explodes. It
Mhm.
it
it. Right,
it
right.
you know what I mean? So that's why I think that's happening. But we get back to Hank. They're taking him to Shawshank, right? We have some guy come in there trying to kill him, pulls the gun out. They stop the gun from happening. But then Charlotte turns around and sees this guard in the window. He gives the Pennywise smile and then disappears. I think this is foreshadowing us now that we're starting to see Pennywise in human form, is foreshadowing us to let us know that yes, Mr. Curse's husband is Pennywise.
I think the reason why we're seeing Pennywise more often right now is approaching the crescendo. You saw the Native Americans talked about how this thing goes, and now we're gonna have this bloody
Yes,
crescendo that has to happen. And now that
yes.
it's getting closer and closer, he's taking more and more human forms in order to get to that point. He's just trying to make all this chaos so now you can have this huge bloody battle that's going to happen, and then he'll go hibernate for 27 years. But
Yes.
he's literally pushing all the buttons to get this crescendo to start, and he's doing a great job.
And what we're
Yep.
learning is that the cycle is about to end, right?
Mhm.
And it always ends with this huge, like you said, crescendo. So that's going to happen too. And we're watching this happen now. So I agree with you, but I'm just thinking that, at the same time, the longer it goes, he's getting more powerful with the more fear. And I think that's why he's able to really do, actually human looking people now. So that's my
Maybe
theory.
maybe it's in the intro, that the smile is bigger and my toothy grin and all that stuff. Like maybe if they just smile more and the more teeth they show, maybe that'll give them the power to stop Pennywise.
I ain't got. Hey, look, Pennywise can do whatever he want to do over there. I just won't go over there. It's kind of like when you
Uh-huh.
get older, like when you go to the doctor and say, "Hey, hurt mind, do this," and doctor says, "Don't do this." Right? If he's killing people over there, I'm just not gonna go over there. I'm good.
Hmm.
I'm just
So,
saying that's in the intro a lot about the toothy grin and the smile and all that stuff. So
all right. So when we get back to Charlotte, she goes home. She makes a phone call. I think she's probably calling a civil rights leader, letting them know that he's on his way, and we're gonna do what we can to get him out there. Because remember,
That's
he's
a terrible
supposed to get
picture.
out. Yeah, I know, right? They stopped on temperature. He's supposed to get out, right? He's supposed to get out, go there for a few days, and then they're supposed to get him out so that he can go to trial and stuff like that. But he needs to survive in there for a bit. But Leroy comes in and tells him, like, listen, we got to move back to the base. And she wasn't too happy about it, but she trusts her husband. So she decides, you know what? We're going to go back to the base, which is
Do
the
you,
smartest move to do. Go ahead.
do you think that he told her everything,
Not
or
yet.
did he just say we have to move? But did he say it's for the safety of our family? And
No,
said,
I
I
don't think
can't
he
tell
told
you.
her.
I
Yeah.
Yeah,
think
no, yeah.
I think he told her like a little bit because at least from what I've noticed with humans is that you got to give them some crumbs. Like I don't think he told her everything, but enough to make her feel at least comfortable to trust him to go along without causing much resistance. So I think he gave her just a little bit, but I think as we get towards the final episode, he'll probably just reveal everything if he hasn't already.
The funny thing is, if he just was honest with his wife and his kids, we wouldn't have this problem. Y'all could have been gone.
Facts. Facts. 100%. Said, I think the guy who tried to shoot him is Phil and Susie's father. Yeah, I think so too. 100%. Because he said, You're gonna pay for what you did to all the kids and my daughter. I believe he said his daughter.
Like,
So
you gonna pay for this shit, you know?
yeah.
Like they were just snatching them away. I was like, yep, that makes sense.
I mean,
Yep.
what do they think they had? He has a knife, a sword that called off her arm. Like, what do you think that he did? He ate them? Like, what do you think happened? Like, did y'all see any food? Like, what are we doing?
Facts.
Man, the parents don't care, man. They like, look, this black dude then killed the children, so we got to stop him. You know, that's how they feel.
Yeah, and nobody's nothing like that, right? They have nobody's whatsoever. But yeah, we're gonna condemn the black man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how the show is.
They're absolutely messed up for that. But
world.
what they do know is that what we do know for a fact is that, you know, humans panic. And when it comes to children, like all thought goes out the window. It's just automatic programming of if you did this to the kids, you're done. They don't really need no bodies. Just the conversation of it is enough to get you fucked over.
Facts. So now we have Rose.
Black, that's why.
We have Rose, and she's talking to Shaw, and she's looking for her nephew. And Shaw pretty much tells her, you know, no, he didn't remember anything. He said that was true until he got an injection from the army, which brought everything back. And what I'm hearing is might have been like some kind of truth serum or something, maybe to see if he was qualified for the job or something like that. And then that's what it was able to bring everything back. And she pretty much just tell them, you cannot use him as a weapon. And she told them, which I think we're probably going to see, she said, you don't remember everything that happened. So I think there's something else that happened that we didn't even see yet, which might come back that
she's the one that pushed the monster away. When she had that shard. She's the one that had it, and she pushed him back into. They didn't escape out the woods. She pushed him back. So he doesn't understand that's what it is. So that's why when she showed it to him, he was like, oh yeah, that's fine. You can go ahead and give that to Taniel. He doesn't understand how important that was.
See, and that's the thing. See, it's already good enough to not have fear, but if you got that, man, it's a wrap. See, now you guys will be able to come with me. If I show you, like, hey, this item is going to allow us to just get him to cower. You know, you guys,
you're gonna make it back, man. Me and Oz are over here, but now you can make it back. We know you're not gonna die, yay! But we still stay over here, bro.
I don't know why you're trying to condemn us to death, right? Because a whole army group went in there, right? And they all died.
You know what Terrence is? He's that dude. We doing something stupid, right? But he get caught. We in the bushes. And Terrence walking away like, "Hey guys, they got us in the bushes. Hey guys, all three of us gotta go." Right?
Wow, hey, Brian, I ain't gonna do like that.
That Rose should have cursed Francis when she found out that he got her nephew. Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Because Rose's whole plan at first, right, was to at least find out what they were doing. And then she did find out what they were doing. So that's why she goes home.
She has a good ass plan. That's a good ass plan. She says, I'm going to give him the one thing to make sure my nephew survives this and let all y'all white devils die. He can come on back home, and I'm going to sit over here in the safe zone. Like, she looked at the line. She went back behind the line and said, hey, you know what to do. They already talked this thing out. This is a plan already.
No. The soldier was on point when he was like, hey, knock that out. And you talk English up in here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And guess what happened? She still died. She got everything she needed.
Francis is giving orders but not putting in the work. How about you be on the front line?
Nah, you gotta put those colored people out there on the front line. Hey, I'm like, dude, you tell Leroy, hey, y'all gonna do this in the morning. Like, why am I going out? What's going on? You the one that want this.
Yeah, we already know we expendable to them. You know what I mean?
Like, see,
what's up, Gus?
What's up, Gus? I'm dropping highs, catches.
What's up, fellas? Okay. Just wanted to drop by and say hi. Gonna catch the stream on replay because I'm about to watch episode 5 now. You're gonna like it, bro.
Lucky that you get to watch it right now. I'm sad that I had to watch it already, so I can't enjoy the first time watching it again.
Hey, this is one series I wouldn't have mind where they dropped them all at one point, man, because it's hard waiting the next week to see what happens. You know,
it'll be too hard because so much stuff happens. They do. job of dropping a lot of knowledge.
I
And
Well,
agree.
see,
it
but
doesn't take away from other stuff. I'm sorry, T.
no, I was just thinking, like, from what you guys were saying about how, you know, you just these white devils essentially, even when they are trying to be cordial, the stuff that they say is still backhanded, even when they use a nice tone of voice. Just like, hey, you know, you pretty smart for a nigga. Like, wait, what? Like, it's
Yeah.
always
No, even when
Exactly.
they gave him this nice place. Oh, you need someone to hang out? Let me get this old dusty old
Facts.
cobweb infested,
Just
rat
so they can
infested
burn
place.
it down. Just
right,
so they can burn it down. Watch, you see. T,
right.
you can hit Pennywise. T, you could hit Pennywise with a flying spin kick while I haul ass. Facts.
Exactly. He said, I ain't got to run faster than Pennywise. I got to run faster than you with your spin kicks.
Yes. Facts. The people who are saying this show is boring is crazy to me. There's people saying it's boring because
What?
everybody it's a like
Really?
it. Really?
That's wild. The humans I talk to, they like, man, the show is fire. Like that
Yeah,
seems.
me too.
I would say that's like that seems to be 95% of the sentiment. But
hmm So after she gives him the talisman to help him protect, because she's like, do what the army people tell you, where they're gonna go into the house and they're going. What their plan is to take the 13 pillars and shrink it in to a point where they trap Pennywise. Right now, I'm not gonna lie,
It's
it's
stupid.
not a bad plan.
It's a horrible plan.
It's not that bad.
It's
No,
stupid. You
it's
have
not.
no idea what you're messing with, right? You're going to assume you know how to do all these things. And you're going to try to shrink it? You're
So,
stupid. All
if
y'all
they
deserve to die.
If they had the knowledge, yes, I agree with you. And because they don't, it's stupid. But I mean, if you think about it, right? If Pennywise can't pass those pillars, right? You wait till you have each one secured, so 13 secured at the same time, and it's a coordinated effort where you just all walk in, right? So you're all walking in to close the situation out until you get
And you
him
get to
into
all
like the
be
little box.
perfectly making a circle, and this is
Yeah,
the
yeah, it
problem.
has to be
So
perfect. Yeah, it has to be
you
perfect. It has to
and
be
that means
perfect.
so once when someone walks in, one dies, and now you have the circle's broken, and now you let him out of the cage, or you
Well,
can
you know
just
what?
leave it alone.
Well, you know what? To be honest with you, they don't care about the brothers, right? So you have one standing behind, like you have like 5 brothers behind. When one dies, the other one picks it up and continues on.
fact,
When he dies, the other one picks it up and continues on. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know that does sound as dumb as Reed Richards' plan in the
They can't leave.
Fantastic Four First Steps. I'm like, there is no way that it's gonna happen like that. It's always gonna be something that goes wrong.
You can't
No,
leash Pennywise. Yeah,
exactly.
I know.
When they're trying to use him, why are you trying to use an entity? The whole thing is dumb. Like Terrence just said, it's as dumb as Reed Richards saying, "Let's move the entire planet." Instead of this, remove the thing that's coming after us. It makes no sense. What do we? We're gonna remove. We're gonna shrink his entire cage instead of just saying we ain't going over there.
Right.
But didn't you guys like that movie though?
I thought
No,
the whole idea is stupid. Still,
no. I thought it was decent, but there's a lot of inaccurate, dumb shit in it, despite it being solid.
So we get to Will and Will and his family, and they're moving on to the base. And he's kind of upset because he wanna be with his friends, and they're like, "Don't worry, you'll be with your friends." But then we get Lilly, and Lilly decides to knock on a door because she wants to get help, and she. So the reason why I wanted to show that is because remember when Charlotte goes into the butcher shop, seems like a totally different person, right? He's all nice, how you doing, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? And now he's like this, you better not mess up my steak, and seems very abusive. I
I'm
I 100% believe it's Pennywise.
I think okay, so yeah, what it is just the idea of trying to match whatever the environment is, and I think she's definitely cooking some. She cooking some kids, and they putting extra seasoning on it, and that's what's gonna happen with Lily Leaks.
Said
I have
Mr.
a problem. I have a problem because I didn't see not steak on the stove. I don't hear nothing cooking.
Yeah,
How you over
yeah,
here cooking a steak?
yeah. Good point. Said Mr. Kush drunk too much of that Pennywise tap water. Facts.
100%.
100%. right?
Nasty.
So
Probably in a dirty glass too. Look at
That's
him.
crazy. Like him drinking the tap water, because that's like the equivalent of drinking your own piss. Like that's kind of different.
Yeah, I think he had that special sauce in it too.
Mhm.
So Lilly tells them that they have a way where they think they can save him and they're going to go into the tunnel, and she begs them not to go, right? She's like, no, don't go. Now, personally, I think that's a little bit of reverse psychology, right? Telling them don't go, because she already knows that they're going to go, right? I don't know how, because so if she, well, she is that little girl that we seen in the clown. She is that little girl whose father was abducted by Pennywise. So we don't know if she's being forced to do the things that she's doing or if she's actually doing them willingly. What do you guys think? Do you think she's being forced to do them?
I
Or you
want to
think she's
answer this
doing
right
willingly?
here.
Go
So
ahead.
Ingrid, so her name, Miss Curse is Ingrid, right?
Yes.
Ingrid knows that this almost at the end of the cycle, and Pennywise doesn't need a kid bloodbath to end the cycle. She already knows she's already aware that the government and the soldiers are doing all these things. So she could tell those kids to just wait 10 days. Don't go in there. They're going to have the bloodbath and all those kids would be safe. I think she remembers her being that young and dealing with that stuff. She's literally trying to give them some information. If you only listen to my what I'm saying, my suggestion, you will live. Now, once they don't listen, she got to do what she got to do. You know, she's in the situation. This is what it is. But I believe she was literally trying to give them a leeway, trying to figure out a way for them to not go through it. Because if they don't, if they wait, they live.
You know what's his name? Hank, right? The black dude that's incarcerated, right? So what if it turns out, because like you said, she's that little girl. What if it turns out that Hank is really maturing in human form, and when he clapped her cheeks, it somehow made her pure, and that's why she wants to really help individuals and not have them go through the stuff that she went through.
You see, you know what? It's funny that you guys are saying that because I know you guys are thinking that she's trying to help. And I'm not 100% sure about that yet because if you've seen the trailer for next episode,
But that's what
they
I'm saying.
show her dressing in the clown costume.
But she was going to kill. She had to do that anyway. It didn't have to be the kids. It could have been the adults. She's warning them. She has to do this anyway. So if the kids just listen to her, she's going to go kill these adults. She does. She had to do what she had to do anyway. Sorry,
that's why that's bad that Hank was locked up, because that's really maturing. Like it seems like she needs a couple of thrusts every once in a while to make sure that the purity remains. Like I think that's what's going on here. Like just imagine the idea that sometimes through love and proper piping that you can save humanity. Like what if that ends up being the case?
How about this? She set him up. Take the fall anyway.
So getting her cheeks clapped by Hank gave her clarity.
Hey, it works.
BBC, bro. Power of BBC.
I'll say this to you guys, okay? Do you ever think clearer than after you had sex?
No.
All of a sudden, because everything like you think while you're in the midst of all this stuff, you're like, man, she fine, stuff, and then all of a sudden you're done, and you're like, I gotta get out of here. All that clarity comes immediately. So
when I busted a nut for the first time as a teenager, I remember I learned 2 languages instantly. So there is something that happens when you go through it.
I'm gonna tell you, this is what it is. Sweet cheeks
music. So I think what they're doing here is the rope-a-dope, right? They're trying to make you think that she cares, but she really doesn't. That's my opinion. I think that, it's like one of those, oh yeah, don't go in there, but she's manipulated.
But she didn't need them to do it. She was still gonna get all the things she needed without those kids going in.
Yeah, but Pennywise likes the kids, right? That's what he wants.
He has kids in there still waiting. He already has. He's eating his kids to share, and then all he needs now is the bloodbath, and she knows that. So man, let them get the bloodbath, and she's going to be part of that. But she was hoping that the kids would still stay around, because that if they stay around and they wait for the 27 years, guess what you get next year? The next time, those same exactly what we saw. Those
Watch.
same parents are still there.
Watch.
What-
You're gonna see. She's
What
gonna
if,
be.
what if it turns out that she's actually getting clapped by Pennywise? Wouldn't that be a twist? That'd be
Oh
great.
my
nasty.
God.
That's nasty. Mm-mm.
So we got
Right.
Will back at
I
the
don't have the
house, and
tools.
they're having the dinner, and Will says he wants to go look around the base. And I
What
said,
mama say? Okay,
Will,
after dinner.
do not do this. Do not do this. I said, I know exactly what the hell you are going to do. Do not do this.
I've
We
been
don't
black
do this.
for 40 years. All right. I have my wife, my mother before, my grandmother before. There's no black mother that lets you go back outside after dinner, after we move to a new place, because we know your dumb ass is gonna go back over to where we were. There's
Facts.
no Charlotte is you might be good with civil rights, but you are dumb as a parent. There's no way.
You know what? That's true. That's 1,000% true. But it's interesting because I noticed how when she said that, he's like, okay, mom, she looked really sad. It's almost like she felt that he wasn't gonna listen, but it's almost like she didn't know what to do. Like that's what I gathered from her face. Like she just looked really scared.
You know what you do? You go upstairs and read a book. That's what you do. No, you are not going outside to look over the base. No, you're not doing that.
If you feel sad,
you should have been like
you spend time with him. If you feel that much sad, that's sad. Go spend time with him.
Right. Hey, I would have loved if she would have pulled out a belt in that scene, like just because of the dire situation. Like, but mom, my friend, I have to, honey, just like that'd have been perfect. I'd have liked that. Yeah.
You see this belt? No, you see the switch? Got your name on it.
She probably was still distracted on how to save Hank after the attack earlier. Yeah, I guess, but no. You know what I mean? We said this many times. Like, you got to know your kids. You have to know your kids. You know what I mean? And it's not the first time she's seen him do something that he wasn't supposed to do. So you got to know your kids.
I don't blame him. I don't blame Will. I blame the mother. Charlotte, you're the problem.
Exactly, Monique. It's not even a punishment for him, right? Because he likes reading. Yes, 100%. So go upstairs and read a book. He'll be like, mom. And then he'll go grab a book and do what he likes to do.
Give him something to solve. Like, go figure out this mathematical equation. Take your ass upstairs trying to get out of
here. Fact.
Go upstairs and figure out why the answer to everything is 42. Take your butt upstairs.
And we get these stupid mofos. They go into the house because, again, they think that they can control Pennywise, and we've seen enough movies to know that doesn't really work out the way it's supposed to work out. So we get back to the Losers Club, and they decide that they're going to go back there, but they don't want to send Matty to the cops because he'll go back to his dad. So they decide they're going to go in there, and of course she has more pills from her mom. Matty decides he's going to take them there. Now, Go ahead.
See, this is definitely some white human stuff. Like the fact that I got my mom's pills. Oh, yep, she got a whole supply. I feel like if you're black and you got a black family, once you do something once, it's like they set a trap for you. It's like you're not going to be able to get a whole collection of pills like that. So it just.
Yeah, but if it's a black family, you could probably get a whole collection of weed, though. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna sit your ass down.
Facts. 100%. 100%. They're gonna be like, "Oh, this is gonna take our fear away." They're gonna smoke a split and be like, "Where were we supposed to go again?"
Hey, to get some Cheetos from the cabinet, man. Let's go.
I'm hungry. Let's go eat some food. You know what I mean?
Unfortunately, my ride has shown up. Yep. That means
no problem, T-Virus, man. Tell the people they can find you one last time, bro.
Oh, yep. Humans, you can find me on World's Finest Team Up with my friend Sean Stackhouse. We got a lot of stuff cooking over there, more stuff on the way as ideas continue to flow in, and hopefully these guys don't flow down the sewer, as I get ready to flow in the opposite direction. Yep.
No, I mean, you're the one going out towards Pennywise. We staying at home. We good.
Thanks for coming in. Blame Brian for starting late, T, but we'll be back next week on Thursday. We'll do
On
next
time,
week on
man.
Thursday. Yeah, we'll do it on Thursday next time because I know Thursdays are better for you. And this Thursday is Thanksgiving, so ain't nobody doing nothing on that day, right? So,
100%.
Yeah. So
all right,
yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Yeah.
no problem. Happy
Oh, do what you gotta
Thanksgiving,
do,
brother.
man. Have fun too.
Yeah, for real. Peace. All right, so now they decide that they're going to go in. Then we get to the army, and the army is going into the tunnels because they're going to execute their masterful plan. It's just funny that the first one that gets caught up was Halligan. What are your thoughts on that, Brian?
Because he's the one that Pennywise has already been inside his mind. So it's
Yes.
easy for him to go jack back in the Hallorann and jump back in and take him out of the situation because he's also the one who's the most powerful. He has all the shine, right? So shining. So like when you have that, you got to take that person out. So he separated them from him, and now he can mentally attack him, but not try to kill him. He knows he's not gonna be able to kill him because he has these other powers. That doesn't matter. I can kill all these other people because they're stupid.
Absolutely. And I think Pennywise, right? I think he's kind of, intrigued by the power that Halligan has, right? And he knows, I guess, because we show it in there, he's been in his mind already. So he knows about the box, right? And I'm guessing he knows that whatever is in that box, Halligan is scared of. And that's the type of fear he wants. That's the type of fear he needs. You know what I mean? Which we'll get into that a little bit later. But yeah, so he jumps into the water and then he disappears. He goes underwater and then he gets up and he's in a room with his grandma. And facts. And what's interesting about the box part, right, is because I don't know if you guys watch The Shining and Doctor Sleep, right? He teaches the boy, can't remember his name in The Shining, but he teaches him how to put his fears in a box, right? And then when
Yep.
you watch Doctor Sleep, you can see that he has a bunch of boxes. So he has each fear in a separate box. The difference here is Halligan seems to have
All of
every
his fear
fear
place.
in one box. Yes, in
Mhm.
one box. And that's the box that Pennywise has right now and is trying to get him to open it, right? And I think what this is also showing, because we see them at the end opening the box, but I think what this is also showing is that Pennywise is so powerful that Halligan couldn't even stop him. You know what I mean? Like he didn't need Halligan.
I think he could have. Hallorann could have stopped him,
You
but
think
I think
so?
he's because he attacked him in this point of his life. He's a child, so he has that fear of a child doing that, and now having also his fear trapped in that box. I think that's all encompassing why he's acting the way he is.
Interesting. I don't know. I just found like because the way Pennywise opened up the box so easily, I thought that maybe, Halligan wasn't strong enough and he wants to make sure that he can get Halligan to fear, right? And that's why he wants that box open. Said I think it's dope that sorry, that she is still connected to him after her death. You're talking about the grandma? Yeah,
Yep, that
100%.
was awesome.
Absolutely. Grandma was trying to help, but Pennywise is stronger. Yeah,
So,
she was trying to help. Go
yeah,
ahead, T.
I just wanted to chime in real quick, because
Yeah.
man, like, some dope scenes are coming up. Damn it! But but no, like, I heard you guys talking about how the box, and then how Hallorann taught Danny to put him into the box, and
Danny,
then we saw
yes.
how powerful Danny got in Doctor Sleep. He was insanely powerful,
Yeah.
and like how you guys mentioned how he had one box, but Danny, he had a bunch of them. And we saw all that crazy shit come out of those boxes. That, to me, that's
Yes.
still like the coolest horror visuals of all time when all that stuff came out. But
This is where Hallorann learns you don't put all your fears in one box.
right,
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
learns it
Yeah.
here. There's no Pandora box. I'm not going to have one. You might open one of them. It's one fear, but I could defeat one fear.
right.
He
Yeah,
knows
yeah, no, I like that. And then last thing, guys, I know it's not quite there yet, but I gotta try to get
Yeah.
it
Go
out
ahead.
real
Go ahead.
the scene where he almost shot his son, right? But then,
Mhm.
friend got shot. That shit was sad as fuck. I was like, no,
Mhm.
that was very unfortunate. Yeah. So
And you know what's the thing about that scene? Because you're right, it was messed up. That happens, like, oh, you know what I mean? But I like the way they foreshadowed it, right? Because they showed him see his wife first. He wasn't sure what to do, and then he popped the bullet into the wife, right? When the kids came around now, you could see like he's thinking this is another vision, and the fact that his friends seen it, that's when he realized, like, no, this is real, you know? So I love
right.
the way they did that foreshadowing. It was so good. So good.
Oh, absolutely. I agree. That was great and sad. And you know, if that were me, I would never forgive myself for that shit. Like I don't care. Just I understand it's an accident and somebody could, you know, break it down and all that stuff. But as far as I'm concerned, my boy would be alive if I didn't do that. So I felt that. I don't. That was very unfortunate because to me that guy was cool. We didn't see a whole lot of him, but what we saw of him, he was very loyal, very cool, and you know, just even like as he was dying, he was like, "It's okay, man.
Hmm.
It's my time." Like
Hmm.
I just that made it worse. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
That he was dying. So
Yeah, yeah,
Who's the
yeah, yeah.
problem? Who's the issue? Who caused this to happen? Shaw. Make sure you
yeah,
shoot anything that don't look
Yeah,
natural.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
Shaw.
Yeah,
Shaw.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
hey, no,
T.
I'm at the point right now where I'm like, fuck Shaw. Like I can't. Like he done. He done, y'all. Like he done.
So can Shaw redeem himself?
Hell nah. Like
Yeah.
don't to me, there's only one thing that Shaw can do to redeem himself. He would have to sacrifice himself and it has to literally save everyone else. Like he has to move the pillars and then say if he gets incinerated or something, that's the only way. But other than that, if he doesn't die to save everybody else, including the Native Americans, he's done. He's done in my
Yeah.
eyes. Like
You
I
know how many
can't.
people have died because of Shaw?
Right. That's why I'm saying like he would have to give up his life to save others. And I would have to believe that he did it solely for the sake of helping and not to further some sort of military agenda or some shit, you know. Yeah.
When he said, "Rest in peace, Polly." Yeah, for
Yeah.
real. But you guys are heartless, bro. The only way Marge is redeeming herself is if she dies. The only way Shaw's redeeming himself is if he dies. Man, you guys want the blood oath. That's what you want.
Let me ask you a question then.
Uh-huh.
Can Elgin redeem himself?
I think so. I think we said he could. I think we said he could.
I
I
said
think
he
we
could.
said
You
he could.
said hell no, send him to hell.
I'll give him a little bit. I think he could. We'll see what he does in the next season.
All right,
But
y'all. I'll see you guys. I just wanted to chime in real quick on that.
no problem, T. Take care,
Appreciate it.
brother. Good to see you. I'm calling him by his first name, Francis. He doesn't have my respect. I feel you. I feel you. Francis Shaw doesn't have your respect. I
Hell no,
feel
you shouldn't.
you. Well, what he's doing to the brothers, I agree with you 100%. But now we get back to the kids, and they decide that they're going to take these pills. I'm still calling them Xanax or whatever the hell they're taking, but they decide they're going to take these pills because it's supposed to take away their fear, right? Now I want to know. Now he don't see anything, right? Polly don't see nothing. Polly's like, "What the hell are you doing?" And he looks into the water. It's his wife. She smiles and disappears. Now, like I said, when I
Does
seen that,
Paulie see the water moving? That's what I want to know.
ooh, that's interesting.
We won't know no anymore now.
Facts. And you know, to be honest with you, when I seen this scene, I was like, yeah, something's gonna happen when he meets up with the kids. Like, I didn't know he was gonna point the gun at him like that, but I'm like, he's not gonna believe they're real or
Mhm.
something like that. You know what I mean? Because the kids aren't supposed to be there, right? And after you see
Exactly.
something like that, it's hard for you to now believe anything
What you think?
that you
Who's
see.
next? What's
Yeah,
the next one thing I should see? My son.
my kids,
Mhm.
exactly, right? Now, a video I watched, they kind of said that they think Leroy showed some fear in this scene. Did you see fear? Because I kind of did too. I kind of seen it was like a little bit of fear in his eyes, like he was a little
Shock.
bit scared.
I think it's
You think it was
shock.
shock? More
And
shock? Okay.
and I don't think it's fear yet, but he knows that's where you go for him. His family is where you go for him. If I threaten his kid, I probably could get the fear out of him. If I have his kid, I get the fear out of him.
I got you. I could see shock too. I think that's possible, but again, he's not supposed to be able to feel fear. But
But what
man,
man do you know that if your
doesn't
kids
fear
are
anything when your family's in danger? Yeah, exactly. 100%. That's exactly what I was gonna say. I agree with you. 100%. So very interesting. So, you didn't see fear? Okay. Okay. So more of a shock than anything, but we're gonna see because, like you said, man, you threaten someone's family. You know.
Oh
Now
yeah, you
we get
got my family in the gun. Either I'm gonna kill you or I won't be scared. So
yeah, facts, 100%. We get to Matty now, and he takes them into the little room.
I could have sworn there's someone else down here.
It's Susie! Oh my god!
We see all the kids that were dead popping up now, who he said was here down with the clown.
mhm.
You know what I mean? So that's it. He's trying.
I'm just
That's
saying,
it.
Maddie's the one that got them under there. He was the one saying, "Oh no, I
Mhm.
ain't going down there." But he was the one trying to get them down there, knowing that would play it. I don't
Yeah.
believe that was Ingrid. I think Ingrid was really saying, "Don't do it. You don't have to do it. Like, Leroy, we're gonna kill everybody else, and you're good." Maddie was always saying, "I got these motherfuckers."
Yeah, no, I feel you. I don't trust Ingrid because again, we see her. We'll show the trailer later after this, but I just think that she's what I think that they want you to think that she's sympathetic to the kids, but she's really not. She's actually working with Pennywise, and I think next episode we'll find out more information as to why, if that is the case, or because either way, she knows Pennywise and she's doing something to help him. Either way, right? Whether, like you said, she's trying to help the kids or anything, but more or less, she's still doing things to help Pennywise. And I think we'll find out next episode what that is, right? I have a feeling that we may get a little bit more flashbacks for next week's episode, and then the last two will be the conclusion as to what
You
we'll
have
see.
to see him in clown form and when she
Yeah.
first joins him. That's what
Yeah.
you really want to see.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to be next episode, right? But we get this. We finally get to see the clown, Pennywise,
And that's why I would have popped my Matty in the head and threw him down the stairs.
Facts.
Terrence like, oh, let him go, let him
Facts.
be. Nah,
Facts.
bro.
No, we gotta go support him. We're family. Let's go together.
Nah, you did, bro. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah. No. You got it. I'm God. All right. Screw that. Now, so what I hear, and I hear
It did look good.
because
It looked really, really good. The transformation
the
really good.
transformation was dope, 100%. I really thought it was great too. And I finally got to see Pennywise. Now, what I was hearing is the reason why we didn't see Pennywise sooner is because Bill Skarsgård actually wasn't really keen on doing Pennywise again, right? And then they had the writer's strike and whatever. And so, for whatever reason, after the writer's strike, he was like, yes, I want to do this. I want to do this, which corresponds to these episodes that we're getting. Because I hear they were trying to do it in a way where they weren't going to show Pennywise in his clown form. And then Pennywise got completely on board, or Skarsgård got completely on board, right? And to be honest with you, I'm sure he probably was like, yeah, I don't want to do Pennywise. Writer's strike came and he started reading the script a little bit more and was like, oh, this stuff is really good. You know what I mean?
I think after a couple of flops, man, you do the things you know you're gonna make money on.
That too. But what was he in with that flop recently?
Was he in The Crow?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He lost money on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
All of a sudden, I'll be Pennywise again.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You got that Pennywise money?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That movie didn't do so good because his stock in Hollywood went down after that, right?
Exactly.
So you know what? Let me go back to Pennywise, show them what I can do, and try and get a better leading role or something because The Crow was asked.
Yeah.
So now we get to Hank and Leroy and Pauly, and they think they're hearing noises when they see the kids. Pauly steps in the way. That was crazy, man. I mean, I knew Pauly was probably going to die.
He was there to die. I mean, this
Yeah,
is like
yeah,
what you had to. He's the only one of the main characters that we haven't had any time with.
exactly. I just didn't think he was gonna die by the hands of Leroy. Which you know what makes sense because now I believe Leroy is going to be at odds with Shaw, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because even though he knows what happened, he knows Shaw was the one that sent them down there. Shaw knows a lot more information than he's actually telling everybody, right? So I believe he's gonna be really pissed off with Shaw, really pissed off. So now we get to this scene here, which I thought was so freaking dope,
Look
right?
at that. Back at her
Because,
father again.
yeah, yeah. We find she's the one, she got separated, and Pennywise pretty much telling her, you convinced everybody to come down here and see me. But we got this scene where he opens his mouth and
Yeah, that's awesome.
like that was dope, right? And then he stops and he sees, well, it's because the little amulet or whatever you want to call it is on the ground
Yep.
and he can't
Let's go.
pass.
Mm-hmm.
And she picks it up and she realized that is what helped her and stopped Pennywise from being able to eat her. Because she was, so first off, the pills didn't work, right? Because she was extremely scared, like extremely scared. So the fear that she had on her, I am 100% sure Pennywise would have enjoyed that meal. And
I mean,
she got
she's been
shitty.
lucky as hell. She should have been eating it. She was scared in the movie theater. She's been lucky as hell.
Facts.
Honestly,
Facts.
like let's be honest.
Facts. 100%. So we get to Mrs. Kirsch now, and she's walking out of her house. She gets into her car, and in her car is Hank. And Hank is like, don't do anything, don't move. Now, even when he showed up in the car, I wasn't putting the two together. I still was like, Brian says it's the cop. I think it might be the cop. So I didn't even put two and two together. Ah, yes, funny. She was wearing the turtle bracelet. I
Yep.
think the turtle bracelet, because when Rose gave it to Taniel, when Rose gave it to Taniel, right? She said something, you know how to use it, making it seem like he was the only one that was able to use it, right? I think because Lilly had the turtle amulet on, the turtle bracelet, and that
Yes,
combined
it was luck.
is what
It was the luck
made
that
it
brought
work.
the
Yes,
shard right there
yes,
because that's what it needed to be.
yes, yes. And I think the turtle bracelet was what helped her, activate it or help her win it, use it. So I agree with that. But like I was saying, even with this scene, I didn't put two and two together. Right? I was like, oh, okay, he's in the car, whatever. But then they stop. She jumps out, and they smooch. So we find out that Miss Kirsch is the one he's banging. Now, you know what? Now that I think about it after what you said, maybe she isn't as bad because
Yep.
BBC, you know what I mean?
he gave us some goodness inside. That's all.
So, and you know what makes sense too now? I believe she knows Ronnie and everybody is working with the kid,
And
right?
that
With
is
the
so
kid.
it's Ronnie, and that's why she's protecting the kids. It had
Ron,
nothing to do with her.
yeah,
It had
yeah,
everything
yeah,
to do
yeah.
with Ronnie. And
That makes sense.
and that's why I'm saying she was telling him, just stay away.
That makes sense. That makes
Yeah.
sense. That makes sense. That makes sense because
Now,
she's
no one gives
sleeping with
craps
the
about
kid,
Lilly.
right? Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. And then Hank tells her, well, I think I know someone who can help. And then we get to her going to see Charlotte, right? Finally, in episode, it ends with Leroy telling what happened, and how Pauly died, and then pretty much going after Shaw at the end, right here a little bit.
She killed him.
'Cause he's-
You should have
Yeah.
killed
A few
him.
questions of my own.
Sorry,
Mhm.
I'm sorry.
He said he doesn't have time for the questions. Shaw says, okay. We get Hallorann coming out of this tunnel, right? And he's kind of bewildered, is he? Which I think is a valid question. But I'm also like, what did he unleash? You know what I mean?
Okay. I can see, I understand that. I
Yeah.
think that, but maybe that's what his fear was. when he was younger, the I see dead people, that the sixth sense type of thing, maybe that was his thing. That was his power. He saw all these things, and that's what he was afraid of, and that's what scared him. That was what his greatest fear, to see these dead people again. Now that he opened the box, now he sees the dead people again.
Yeah, that's what part of The Shining is, being able to see dead people. So I agree with you 100%. I still don't trust her, because if she'd have to choose between Hank or her husband, she's not choosing Hank. Facts, 100%. She's not.
That don't even matter. That's how it is, no matter what. Like, you know, hey, that's what happens. You the other dude. You the other dude because you ain't the main one.
And then we see the box and the Shining coming out of it, and it's wide open, and the episode ends with that pretty much happening. I think that's the end. Yeah, ends with that box opening. So I'm pretty sure that it ending on that box is to show us that, yeah, Pennywise is something, but wait till you see what's going to happen with that box being opening. Maybe Pennywise is going to be able to take all of Halligan's fears and use it against the town, right?
Or does it unleash all the dead people that have died?
Could
to
be.
Create fear in everyone in the town.
Could be 100%. What's your grades for this episode, Brian?
I think this is actually my favorite one so far.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
This is actually my favorite one. I'm going to give it a solid 96% A.
Man.
No,
you ain't giving one of these episodes an A+ yet.
No. I expected the penultimate to be an A+.
So none of the other episodes can be an A+?
Because A+ only goes to 100. So I'm not just giving out free hundreds. I am not that kid, and I'm not the teacher in high school that gives out free hundreds. Not me.
I'll tell you this, right? The reason why I'm going to give it an A+, and especially after watching that show where it's like, it's good, but I could see some issues with it. I have yet to really have anything in this show that made me say, wait, what the hell? You know what I mean? Like, what is this? Like, it doesn't even make sense. Like, granted, stupid decisions, stuff like that. But like I said, in the other show, there were some things in there that was like, I can't see people doing that. So I haven't had anything like that in this show. So for me, every episode has been an A+, and it's still an A+. Said not an A+ until fun. Just gets good.
Let's go. Let's go, Monique. I agree. You let this man escape everything. I was just, he's okay. He's piecemealed enough. You're getting piecemealed. Run them up. Let us stray. Don't get them 100 pluses.
One thing I'll say, seems like this is kind of like, show tailored to the blacks in the show. So as long as we get our get back, I'm good, right? Because after the next episode, we definitely gonna need some get back. If we don't get no get back after the next episode, listen, Pennywise needs to come into this town and burn it down after we see what happens next episode. Let's get into the trailer. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Don't be scared.
Dick, what happened down there? I gotta find what we're looking for.
It started to glow. Maybe we can use it.
Don't be scared.
That kitty killer's still out there.
I know where he's hiding.
This thing could see inside my head.
Don't be scared.
Get away from me!
Don't be scared.
See what happened? He tells Charlotte the truth, and she don't believe him.
Yeah. He's gonna have the conversation with her.
He tells her the truth, and she doesn't believe him.
Now, one thing I will say is, I'm not 100% sure that it's gonna end, or like next week episode is going to end with it burning down. I think this might have clips from the next two episodes, because Leroy and Charlotte are supposed to die in that fire, right? So
I don't think they both died in the fire. I don't think so.
Yeah, no, they both died. From both parents die in the fire. Yeah.
I thought they only. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
They better not touch the new juke joint. Oh, the
What's
new
happening?
juke joint
That's
is
gone.
done.
That's
That is
a
done. Yeah, that's done. We know that's happening. It's just a matter of when. That's all. You know what I mean? They're gonna lock them in there and they're gonna burn it down. Because if you remember in It Chapter 1, there's a scene where
Monique.
remember when he has the vision, where he's in the alley, has the vision, and the doors are like locked, and you see burnt hands coming out? Supposedly, that's the vision of the black spot getting burnt down. Now, how accurate it's going to be or how close it's going to be to that, I don't know. But from what and I'll go back, I'll watch the video that I talked tonight, because I remember them saying that the parents die in that fire too as well. So
I don't remember that from It.
Will and Robbie dies in the fire.
Will and Ronnie.
Ronnie. Well, we are no. Because Will and Ronnie are the grandparents of one of the kids in the movie. So they don't die. Well, we don't know about Ronnie. We know Will is. Sorry, Will.
Yeah.
But Brian had a theory that Will and Ronnie end up being like loves and whatever, end up growing and having kids together. So Will is Mike's father. Yeah. That's correct. Yeah, that's it. Actually, Will and his wife die in the fire.
Later, though, I thought that was like Leroy is Mike's grandfather. Yeah.
Yeah, Leroy's Mike's grandfather. Exactly. So Leroy is Mike's grandfather, and yeah, Will and I guess Ronnie. I don't know if it's Ronnie, but Will is the father. So yes, that is correct. And okay, so you might be right. You might be correct, because the grandfather is the one that's in it. It's not shit. It's not
It's
Leroy.
Will. It's Will.
Yeah, it's Will. Yes.
And Will dies in the fire.
Yeah, that's correct. So it's going to be very interesting to see what they do with the next episode. I can't wait. We have 3 episodes left?
Yep, 3 episodes left.
3 episodes left. Now, I was supposed to do the watch party on Sunday. I completely forgot. I could not believe that I forgot it was coming on. I was sitting on there and I'm watching
like, man,
YouTube.
so he's gonna do it. Okay, all right.
I'm watching YouTube, right? And I was actually watching an It breakdown, but I have the autoplay on. So the next video came on and they were talking about episode 5. And I was like, episode 5?
When?
Wait a minute. Oh, damn, it's Sunday. My bad.
So distraught by the Bears winning that game. That's what it was. It messed you up. And you're like, man, forgot. And we both messed up having the watch party. Never again, guys. Never again.
I messaged Brian and I was like, oh shit, I forgot about it. You know what I mean? So next Sunday, yes, I will be doing the watch party 100%, 9 o'clock EST. I will be there. You guys can come and join, watch along with us, have some fun, and it's going to be interesting. Very, very going to be a good episode. So that's it for this episode. Brian, tell the people where they can find you one last time, sir.
Yeah, 1/3 of Spoiler Kings. Make sure you hit like here, subscribe to Spoiler Kings, subscribe to Big and Ford Entertainment, and then join us on the Rewind on Saturday morning. Saturday mornings are fire. We have great topics. We're really interactive with you guys. It's so much fun. Be there, 9 Central, 10 Eastern. It's awesome.
100%, guys. Tomorrow night will be the OOC, of course. Thursday night is the American Thanksgiving. So if some of you I don't talk to, happy Thanksgiving to some of you. Said great lives, fella. Thank you. Appreciate it. You guys do some great stuff over there too. You know what I mean? So I enjoy it. We'll do a collab one day. Definitely do a collab one day. That would be fun. That would be definitely interesting. So make sure to check that out too as well. And guys, Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to the American friends if I don't get to see you before that, and I appreciate everybody that came in here and enjoyed the show with us. Just make sure to click the like button and the little bell so that you know what we do.
Do a little favor. Share it too.
Facts, 100%. And then go sub to the Spoiler Kings because they do some great stuff over there too as well, even though
I make fun of them too much.
even though we know that.
No, yeah, don't believe it, guys. Don't
Guys, I was wrong. Bigger Ford is always right.
Don't
I'm
believe
just
the
saying.
hype.
I'm just saying. Peace, love, and hair grease, guys, and we will see you on the next one. Peace.